What's up, everybody? Leone here today. Hope everybody is doing well on this Thursday. Today we're just going to be doing a little vlog, short vlog here, doing some updates, what's coming up, stuff of that nature. No rhythm or rhyme to my vlogs. They're just kind of me sitting here rambling. If you don't like to hear me ramble, obviously you don't like the vlog, so that is perfectly fine. But this is where I get all my rambling, so I don't ramble throughout videos, or I try not to ramble through my other videos. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. But welcome to all my subscribers, and welcome to all my new subscribers. Let's see, I just got home from work, and the first thing I found was a package at my door. So we're going to open that on camera, because I just feel like doing that. I know what it is. It's from Cloupor. You know, DHL package. Anyway, so yeah, it came from Cloupor. I talked to them a couple days ago, actually. They sent it out pretty quick. And they were sending me one of their mods. I already forgot the name of it, to review for them. So we're going to start with that. And let's see. Okay, that's that. Look at that. Look at how that's packaged. God. There you go, the Cloupor Mini Plus. I actually have heard nothing about this. They didn't tell me they were sending this. I just forgot what the heck it was. And it's some type of mod. Let's open it and see. Very colorful packaging. Oh my god. Every color of the rainbow. Look, and it says VIP on the back. Awesome. Alright, so there we go. A VIP card. Look at that. It's like a credit card. Warranty card, I believe. Oh my, more seals. There we go. Wow, this is a tiny little mod. I mean, a tiny little mod. Here's a iStick 20 watt. A little bit taller. Well, that's because of silicone. Take the silicone off. God, this thing is tiny. I can tell you what it looks like already. It looks like a Vapor Shark clone. Very similar to a Vapor Shark. I mean, obviously a little different, but it got that same. Oh, God. Yeah, look at that little guy. Look at the size of my hand. And I have relatively small hands. So, yeah, it's about exactly the size of my hand. Can't even see it. It's a little tiny fella. I love tiny mods, so actually it's pretty cool. So here we go. Here's the iStick 20. Yeah, it's a smidgen taller. About the same width. It's a small little guy, but as you can see, it's got like this Vapor Shark, the cutouts here like the Vapor Shark does. Buttons, besides for the screen being here, obviously, and the Vapor Shark's on the bottom. It feels like all metal. Or aluminum. I have to, like I said, I have to test this before I say anything. Damn. Back door comes off and the battery goes in there. Let's put a battery in here and see if it works. Here's a battery. Positive up. She turns on. It's got like a, you know, a DNA board screen. Starts at 1 watt. Goes all the way up to 50 watts. Can't see that, but yeah, 1 to 50 watts. Alright, 50 watts. It's reading 0.27 on this Rage in RDA mode. Let's give it a fire. Let's see if it works. Sure does. Sure does. Nice little tiny mod. Like it. I do like it. I mean, I'm going to have to play with it. I'll do a full review on this next week. I'll play with it over the weekend and see what it's all about. And I'll get back to you on this little guy. This is the Cloupor Mini Plus. From Cloupor, obviously. So, yeah, I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in taking a look at it and where to get it. I'll have to find where you do get it from. But yeah, it's just a little tiny 50 watt single 18650 mod. And a very solid, substantial filling mod, actually. I've reviewed a few Cloupor things in the past. It's been a while, and usually they're things that are a little wonky. So I'm gonna take some time to play with it. But I mean, as of now, it looks really cool. And the vape's fine. And the last Cloupor thing I reviewed was the Hannah 30 clones, way back when. And the chip they had in there had a delay and a screen. In order to fire, you had to press the screen twice. I don't know if that's the case with this. As of now, I'm not seeing that. I'm just pressing the button and getting straight up power. Just instant power. I love it. There's some other things inside of here. I'm not sure what. But, again, full review coming next week for the Cloupor Mini Plus. So that's that. We did a little bit a little vape mail there. So yeah, today I've been pretty much just vaping on my iStick 40 watt with an old Russian 91 on there, and just doing some mouth to lung vapes. You know, that's how I like to vape most of the time. Just came from work, so that's what I've been vaping on. No clouds there, but satisfying. That's the thing. I'm vaping it at 11 watts on a 1.5 ohm coil with some Deadly Sin from Good Life Vapor. It's just a great vape. Nice solid throat hit, 12 milligram juice. Love it, love it. So yeah, I've been looking for a good mouth to lung tank out there. I haven't had much luck. It seems like China is only producing sub-ohm tanks and things with massive airflow. Nothing for those beginners. It's really disappointing for a lot of those beginners out there. Like my dad started vaping a little while ago, and he's been going strong for a little while now. And I gave him my Spire Nautilus Mini, and he's loving that thing. I'm just worried for the day that they're gonna stop making those coils or those tanks, because I don't know what else to give him. Because there's not much out there that performs good. The Aspire Nautilus Mini still holds up. It's over a year old, and things still works fantastic. It's a great mouth-to-lung tank. It's a great introduction for those that are quitting smoking and don't want to do lung inhales. And I know my dad will never get into that, and that's fine. For him, it's a means to quit. It's not a hobby for him. It's, you know, some people it's a means to quit and not a hobby. So people don't want to do that. You know, I lung inhale with things. You know, I have a setup every day near me that does that, but I mainly do mouth to lung. This is really not much. I mean, I have my old K-Funds that I use a lot, and the new K-Fund that I have that I use a whole lot also. Those are the tanks I basically use. And I saw there's a tank coming out. I think it's already out. It's the Expromizer. The Expromizer V2. I never got to try the V1, which was a nice looking tank. But the V2 came out, and it's designed for mouth-to-lung vapors. So that one looks good. I may actually pick one of those up. I think it's like $60 and it's an authentic. So it's a higher-end tank, but it's the only one I could find that looks like it would be a good one. Obviously, there's a buildable tank atomizer, but it's for, again, mouth-to-lung vapors. So that might be coming up soon. When I get some vape money next month, we'll see. I may pull a trigger on that, and that may be coming up. Not sure. I saw was it Todd ISub Reviews? I think he did a review on it just recently. It looked like a good tank, so I may try that. So some quick product updates. Over the last month or so, I reviewed more juiced products actually. That's just the way it fell. It usually doesn't happen that way. It just kind of happened that way. I did the 3-in-1 the Rage 3-in-1 tank, which was that tank that did the sub-ohm coils. It was an RTA and a dripper, which I have been using in dripper mode. I've only used it in dripper mode lately. I haven't used it in any other modes. Just I don't know. This does it for me. The other two kind of are like, they're good, but they just didn't do it for me. So I don't really have any updates on this. This is like where I go back and I, say things that I would have missed in the review or whatnot. I don't really have much to say about it. It works fine. Flavor's pretty good, and it's still working. I will say though, something that I didn't mention in the review. In dripper mode, it's just a leaky mess. Everything gets wet. The collar gets wet. Juice comes out from here from the top. I don't get any leaking from the bottom, but it's just a juicy mess. When you pull off that cap, you know, and you got juice over here, and you put it on, juice squishes down from the O-rings, and it just gets the whole atomizer just soaking. So I find my hands always sticky when I'm using it, which deters me from using it a lot. But otherwise, I mean, it's been a joy to use, and I've had no issues with it. What else did I do? I did the Muffin Man E-Liquid, which I'm using strong still. Love this juice. No problems with it whatsoever. I just, you know, it's a good cinnamon apple vape, which I said in my review. If you want to see that review, you can go back. It's in my channel. And then I did the Inakin Apex tank, the sub-ohm tank. Another sub-ohm tank. That tank is fantastic. I have nothing bad to report about it, except I think I did mention the spit back in there. That I was getting. I did try the 0.2 ohm coils, which I didn't try at the time of the review, but I did use them now, and they're fine, but I'm not going to recommend you buy the 0.2. If you bought them, you bought them, but the 0.2 ohm coils can only go up to 50 watts, and at that point, they're a little flaky. They just don't wick well enough. It's too low of an ohm, and it just doesn't wick well enough. I had to put it down to like 45, and at 45 watts on a 0.2 ohm, you're not getting like more than 3.5 volts, if I'm not mistaken. So you're not getting much power to it. And it wicks fine like that, but it just feels like it's underpowered. And when you do get it to like a 4-volt vape, fucking traffic out here, it's crazy. When you do get it to a 4-volt vape, you just get dry hits. It just does not keep up. Does not keep up. So it's better off with the 0.5 ohm coils, around 30 to 35 watts, no dry hits, vape's fine, no issues whatsoever. The 0.2, you can't even get the full power to it because it just doesn't wick well enough. So unfortunately, I did not enjoy the 0.2 ohm coils, and I got more spit back with the 0.2 ohm also. I did tear one of them apart in hopes to rebuild one of these. I don't know how they have the leads ran. They're not ran to the base, and you can't pull the base off like most, you know, coils. This is all fixed in here. Let me just get zoomed in here. So yeah, most sub-ohm coils, you'll be able to pop out this little guy here by just putting a flathead under and popping it out. And in this, it's not so in this case. And I don't know where the leads are going. You could see there. You can't even see the leads come through here. So I think they're welded in between here or trapped in between this seal here. I think that's where the leads are. From looking down inside of it, I yanked the coil's still in there. I can't figure out where those leads are going, and none of this seems to break apart. I mean, I was able to pull the wick out. I was able to get the screen out, but nothing else. And I've yanked on this. I've pulled. I've pried. Yeah, so this one's one of those not easy to rebuild if there is a way. I'm just gonna call it not rebuildable or not, you know, fixable. But you could see one thing you can do with this is basically get the cotton out. See that hole there, and my coil is still lined up. What I basically did was I just took a little flathead and I gently pushed the cotton from that hole through, and then just pulled it out the other side. And that was it. And I pulled the cotton out, looked in there. My coil looked all right. And you could roll up another piece of cotton, cut it through, cut the ends, make sure it's flush there, and you got yourself a Rewick coil. So you can do that. You won't be able to replace the coil, but you can Rewick the coil, and that's a nice little handy tip that actually make these coils last a little bit longer before you have to throw them away. I haven't rewicked it and tried it. I mean, I have rewicked it, but I haven't used it after I rewicked it. I pulled the wick right back out so I could show you. So I don't know how well it works, but I'm assuming you can get a couple more uses out of this coil. And you may actually be able to take your coil, let me get a mod, because all the coils have 510 threading. So you'll be able to take the coil and screw it onto a device, like so. Let me lower the wattage here. And you can see here, I'm firing that coil. Doesn't smell like it's burning or anything, but if you are going to dry fire the coil like this, I wouldn't recommend holding it for long. I would just pulse it really quickly. Kind of something like that. and then blow. That's it. And then rewick it, and you're good to go. That's it. And you can get a little more use out of it. So there's a little handy tip for your ISub Apex coils or just your ISub coils, because they're the same coils. Pull that cotton out there gently, because you could mess with the coil. Rewick it. Maybe if you want to give it a dry fire before you rewick it, and you're good to go. So there's a little tip for you, something I found out of those. So, what else do I have to tell you guys about? We're getting close to the 2,000 subscriber mark, so I'm trying to get a prize pack set up here for that giveaway. I don't know yet when it's going to happen, but soon we're getting very close to that 2,000 mark, and I'll announce a giveaway. We're going to have some juice to give away, maybe a mod and another RDA or a tank of some sort. We'll put together a nice little pack for somebody to win. I'll be announcing that soon, I'm hoping. And as far as what else is coming up in the future reviews, I do have a whole juice line getting sent my way from Mr. E-Liquid. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Mr. E-Liquid. They've been around for a while. They've got a new premium E-Liquid line. They're sending that my way, so I'll be looking at that whole line for you in one video. Probably be a long juice review. And some new cotton, some different type of cotton they're sending my way also, which I'll also look at for you. Plus, next week we're going to be taking a look at the Cloupor Mini Plus mod here. So we got those few things coming, plus the giveaway, and then from there we'll see what the future holds for this channel and whatever. Also, if you noticed, I did rearrange my furniture like last week, 2 weeks ago actually. I don't know if you care or not, but over here, like where that wall is, there was a couch, if you remember correctly. Now that couch is actually over here, right here actually. My wife wanted to open up the room, and now, so you get a little bit of a different background. I don't know. It looks better. It's more open, whatever. You also will have noticed, or maybe not have noticed, I am not using my stupid microphone, the blue snowball here. Oh boy, almost dropped it in my face. I haven't been using this. I've been going back to the webcam microphone, the shitty webcam microphone, because actually this thing sounds way worse, and I've got feedback from multiple of my subscribers than this camera that's inside this microphone, which is horrible. So yeah, I'm not using this anymore. I've had it. I'm frustrated with it. I've tried to set this thing up many ways. The only way it sounds good is I put it in my mouth, basically, like literally right here. This is the only place it sounded good. So this is only good if I had it right here. And I'm not going to talk to you like this with my mouth covered the whole time. I'm just not. I'm not going to do that. So I ask you guys for a little help. If you know any good USB microphones, wireless, USB microphones, whatever, for recording video, I'm not recording video, for recording audio, I'm using a Logitech webcam. I just want a good microphone that I could use with my videos. That's not $300, obviously, because I know I can find one for $300. I need something that I don't have to sit in front of my face. I need something where I can sit it down on my desk, like here or whatever, and just talk. And it could pick my voice up clear, because this, it only sounds good here. So I'm not using that anymore. I am going to be upgrading the webcam very soon. Probably get myself a Christmas gift as Christmas rolls around. Then I'll get a new webcam. I think I might get a higher end webcam with a little better picture quality. I doubt I'll have enough money to get one of those nice XLR, DSLR, whatever they are, camcorders that are out there. I doubt that, but one day down the road, one day we'll have all that. So there's a few little upgrades that I'm looking for. So yeah, if you know any good USB or wireless mics that I can use under $300, obviously, more preferably under $200 range, to be honest with you, that'd be greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. So that's it. That's what's coming. That's what's been going on. And next week we'll go back to reviews, and that's it. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll put a subscription link down over here, like I always do. I'll put links to what we talked about in the description below if you want to check any of the stuff I talked about out. And till next time, live well and vape on.